Yo, 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 yo. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the 8 More Than 92 podcast where we always keep it 100. We're your hosts, Harrison.
Banks, Najee.
Shit, shit.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Yo, yo, yo. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the 8 More Than 92 podcast where we always keep it 100 with you. We are your hosts, Harrison.
Najee.
All right. So we are back. It's been a long, long time. Seemed like it's a long time, but it's really only been like a week for y'all absence, but we are back. Back again recording with you with one of the familiar foes. Might as well call him family. I know he my family. We got our man, Mr. Kendall, with us today. How you hanging, big man?
What's good, bro? I'm good.
That sounded entirely too gay, but how you hanging, big man? But
See,
I caught it midway, but you know.
That sounded a little suspect.
You my brother. I was gonna let you rock, but you know what I'm saying. Since you pointed it up, it did sound a little sus. It did.
But I already said it though, so you know everything good, big boy. But but nah, man, how everything going from everybody? How's everybody hanging since I was gone for that little supposed to be week turned into a 2-week goddamn voyage? How was y'all shit while I was out?
Man, my week been crazy, man. Like just COVID numbers going back up. So I'm in the hospital. So it's like the hospital, they don't know what. It's like we ain't got no plans or nothing. So it's been kind of crazy in the hospital. And then we kind of just did like we we kind of just did like a new little launch with the body butter. So that's kind of what I've been working on right now. Just trying to start all these businesses up. That's about it.
Mm. What about you?
It's been a little hectic for me, man. Like kind of up and down, but the downs is all turning up. You know what I'm saying? Started a new job at a private practice at this ophthalmology clinic. Girl about to be 28 weeks on Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Yeah, just came into a couple blessings that I ain't gonna publicize just yet, but just know when it's up there, everybody gonna know about it. So yeah, I feel good, man.
But what was I about to say? Now this this one wasn't even bad. It was just they told us it was gonna be a week, and then we get to Friday, and then they so we were doing certifications for engineer certifications, basically to see if like the ship and stuff like that can go out to sea. And so the engineering were going out there to see if like all the tests and everything like that can run. So they told us we would go out there from the 6th through the 13th. And basically we only like 50 nautical miles out from Virginia, which is like 40 miles out, 40, 50 miles out. So we basically just close to land anyway. So we was out there. So we get to like Thursday. And so it's like 6 days ain't nothing. I got, my clothes and stuff there. Ain't nothing I ain't did shit all week. And the only bad thing about being medical on the ship is like, if it ain't a medical drill, you ain't doing shit that entire week. So like we get to like Thursday and like, all right, y'all, so we gonna have to stay out till Saturday. And I'm like, all right, this is an extra day, because they ain't certified. Then we get to Friday, they like, we gonna have to stay out till Monday. I'm like, all right, bitch. Like now, this shit's starting to add more and more days now. Like y'all done sat there and said we was only gonna be out here a week. Now this shit done turned into, 10, 12 days now. So now we get out there till Saturday. And these niggas keep failing. So mind you, I brought my food and stuff like that. Because I don't eat the food on the ship. It be constipated and shit like that. I be having hips and all that type stuff. And I'm already, kind of muscularly portly. And so, I'm trying to say, I hold it down for the thick niggas that do just enough push-ups to not be called fat. So I don't eat the shit food because it keep me constipated and shit and look like Squidward when he was eating Krabby Patties and all that type of stuff. So you just be up on that bitch bloated for like a whole bunch of days. So I only brought a week worth of stuff. And so, I'm out there rationing out my last couple meals and shit. And so like now we passed that 5th day, my fault, 7th day. And I'm like, yo, what's
So
that
you had
one
to
mean?
basically you had to go ahead and give in and start eating that ship food.
I surely did not. So
Oh,
what it was I had some noodles and shit that I didn't finish from the other times. I just sat there and saved. So word to the wise, you save them noodles. So I saved the noodles, and then only thing I like ate was like the ships. So they got like a ship store, so I don't really eat that much underway, So that's usually when I go get snatched. You know what I'm saying? I go out there, shirt off season out there, So normal.
I mean, hold on, man. What you got
Relax,
going
man.
on, bro?
You like,
You had already said you a thick nigga. You want
No,
to now you getting
the
snapped.
only reason I'm doing this because one of these topics out here now is about Lizzo, and if she come out here and wear thongs and drawers out here in front of a kids basketball game
hey
at
man,
the youth center,
you
and y'all
bet
talking about
not
y'all
tell me
love that,
you bet not tell me
so
you
we
about
about
to
to
start wearing
normalize
man draws.
man draws. I mean, I hope. What do you call your draws?
He's talking about
Nigga.
man thongs.
Oh,
Yeah,
man
like
thongs?
you not about to do that.
No, I ain't about to do all that.
I'm finna say, man, I don't know what
This
you got
this
going
this
on.
meat is this meat is discreet. But anyway, so so I'm out here. So I'm out here like I don't eat like for real. I probably eat like once or twice a day if I eat, cause I can sleep most of the day, or I'm just chilling. Like you ain't really that hungry underway and shit like that. I think both of y'all done been deployed, right?
I've been
Nah,
Yeah,
deployed.
I'm about to say both of y'all been.
not
So
not on no ship. Ain't never had the
Uh,
pleasure.
well, I ain't know how did when you was going out, you was getting flew out.
Yeah, we was flying.
Oh, okay. So I know.
I caught that too. Motherfucker.
No, I meant like when you was going to your place with the CBs and shit. I thought you was going. I thought when you had to get out there, you was on a ship to get out there.
No, we flew
Oh, okay.
everywhere. Flew to Spain, flew to Guam, flew to Thailand.
Oh, well, I know what you call it. Najee first 2 years he was undead, so he was on a ship. So I know. So I don't be eating. Well, at least I don't have to eat. You don't get that hungry because the day go by quick. You fuck around. It's the end of the day. You really probably just eat breakfast, and then you can kind of really just sleep or drink your way to drink water and kind of just chill the rest of the day. So I don't really just eat. So I kind of could ration my stuff. Plus, I had like big servings, so I could kind of half it and eat it for a
that
couple
man,
days. So like
I'm talking about underweight. They make you lose weight though, because when I
that's
went
what
out
I'm
for that
saying.
mercy, and I couldn't eat, bro. I was the only thing I could eat because I'm vegan, so they didn't have nothing I could eat on the ship. So
Exactly.
I was eating fruit and vegetables and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and like I was like, look, my family had sent me a big box, and they sent me like a whole lot of little, like different foods I could eat, but like underweight, like you said, like I don't be fooling with that galley food neither. So, but
Yeah.
I end up going where we thought we was gonna go for like a month, and we ended up being out there for like 80 days. So I didn't have a choice. I had to just
Yeah.
fruits and veggies and salads. Like, but I mean that like I said, I lost like 30 pounds just because I could only eat what I had, and I couldn't eat no more noodles, bro. I was like, bro, I'm done with noodles. I cannot eat no more noodles. I don't
Cause
want no more fruit, no more noodles.
this the trick. Like you got to bring your. Well, in your case it's different, but it's a trick. Like when you're only going out for like little trials for like a week or so, you just make your own shit and then just ration it out. So if you like, I only eat like once a day. So like if I did get noodles, that's like I'm tired of home cooked shit. I just want something quick. Or like if it's the end of the day, like I just want something quick. So the noodles would come through, or I go get like chips and salsa or something like that. And then like for some odd reason that cheese clog your ass up for the rest of the day if you eat it at lunch and you don't want nothing else. I don't know what it is, but you'll just eat the cheese and whatever. But that's beside the point. So, anyways, that's a week go by, and like, all right, cool. I ain't got nothing else. So now we at that's 7 days. We at 10 days. All right, now I'm out here rationing this shit out. They like, all right, yeah. So we get to Sunday. Now we like, cool. They moved us to Saturday. Like, yeah. Now we got to go home Monday. Boom. So now they get back on Sunday night. Yeah, we ain't gonna be able to pull in till Monday. All right, Monday, an hour later, yeah. So that Monday shit ain't happening. We gonna pull in on Wednesday. So I'm like, all right, now, bitch. Now something going on now. Like every other day, they ain't passing this one, ain't passing that one. So I'm like, all right, we ain't recording no episode. I ain't do all this other shit. Now I get internet on the ship, but you can't do nothing. It's like very basic. So it ain't like I ain't know what was going on. But I was just sitting up there, just like, this. And then, so like I said, I'm just watching movies, or I ultimate frisbee and shit like the last couple of days, or what, and so I'm just chilling. But it was just hell, some bullshit. That was about the gist of it. And then, like I said, you can't really, like I said, motherfuckers be messaging me, and then I'll see the message, and if the internet, like we in a bad spot, the internet out for hours, or then like if a water taxi come, which is just we go close enough to land to pick up people that gotta join back in, then I get cell phone signal, but then we only out there for like an hour and a half, so I gotta message everybody and catch up on everything at once, and then go back out.
That's great.
Exactly. So I mean, that was mine. So that was a week long, and then like I said, that fucked up everything for like a week. So then I had to come back out here, but your boy leadership January 14th. So 2022 is just 2022 is just like all
You already got
no
orders.
delays.
Where you going next?
Boy, I'm going to this vast boy. I think this is probably the furthest they done sent me. The hospital.
Which
10
one?
miles away from where I'm at now.
Uh,
Portsmouth. So I'm just going.
Have
I'm going
fun.
6 miles away.
I enjoy Portsmouth. I ain't gonna lie. I like Portsmouth. So
Look, it's better than getting off the ship. So yeah, so they sent me there, but I got my orders. Got them to change my MP to an EP. That's some Navy talk.
Yes, sir.
Caught them up there slipping on some other shit. It's actually a whole bunch of other stuff going there, but this ain't no Navy podcast, so I ain't about to talk about them legalities. But other than that, it was,
definitely not with me.
Navy rabbit hole right now. I was finna go like, oh, bro, I gotta call you back, bro.
yeah.
Navy killing me
So
right now.
I ain't worried about all that. But other than that, everything was cool from there. I was mad I missed like the first week of preseason, because that first week seemed like it was going by pretty good. I looked at some of the rookies and stuff like that. Titans seemed to show out against Atlanta, Justin Fields and stuff like that. Justin Fields did pretty good. Trey Lance was throwing heaters out there. But it's just preseason week 1 and stuff. But it was good to see football back. Tebow or Debo?
Tebow.
That's all you got cut.
Why he don't want me, man?
Yeah, why you don't want me, man? I saw that shit. That nigga got cut, and
Shannon Sharp called that shit out, dog. Like, and I
see that block?
I ain't watched none of the games.
Oh God, that block! It looked like a little 13-year-old kid. Man, he hit the dude and just hit off. I was like, oh, I'm done.
Bro, he looked like when Kevin Hart told Shaq how he fall. oh God, please,
Yeah. I don't know, man. The preseason looked good. I mean, I think the rest of the season gonna be fantastic, but you know what I'm saying, we just gonna see how it goes. Cause I'm always going for them Titans, you know. And then I'm Brady. I'm still always gonna be a Brady fan.
I can't stand Tom Brady. I'm a Colts fan. I'm a Colts fan, and
I'm sorry to hear it, man.
Hey. I mean, I understand, but relax.
Hey, man, it's okay, man. I get it.
But I hate Tom.
They need fans, though. They do need some fans out there.
Hey, you gotta relax. We coming back. we just need a new office. No, fuck. Hey. See, now you being disrespectful.
We just need a quarterback, and we need a coach.
This not how we were supposed to meet, my guy. That's not how
we need 2 first-round picks, and then we'll be all right. But it's okay, though.
Look here, man. Nah. We don't ever compare us to the Cowboys, bro.
When did Carson Wentz and John trade ankles?
Bro.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. This motherfucker come in, he been there for how weeks. You know the division is ours.
You know how I feel about that already off the rip, bro. Like, we jumped the gun when we went for Carson Wentz, bro. We should have just been more patient. He didn't show nobody nothing for him to just be sought after like that.
You know the division is ours, right? You know the division is ours, right?
You and the division can kiss my ass.
Okay.
I'm still gonna be a Colts fan, bro. Like, but
y'all might not make it to the playoffs, but I mean, it's
you gotta chill.
They're not making it to the playoffs.
That's how y'all do.
They're not making it to the playoffs. They got the Chargers, they got Kansas City, they got Baltimore, they got the Browns, who ain't that good. They got us. That's 5 teams right there.
And we got Baltimore in Baltimore too. I was supposed to go to that game.
Boy, you might not have made it out.
Man,
I can't see y'all. Shoot, y'all might only win 4 games this year.
Bro, y'all might not even win the halftime game.
you gotta chill.
But nah, you know what's actually more entertaining was the summer league games. Y'all see Jello? Jello was hooping.
He about to, and as much as I'm rooting for him, he about to be another Tebow too.
Jello?
I think so.
How? First off,
I just don't think anybody is gonna give him a real chance.
man, look, I think he could come off somebody's bench and be a sniper. If Contavious Caldwell Pope could come off,
I believe so too.
man, he was hooping. First off, did you see all the press he got for them summer league games?
Yeah.
Everybody, I was specifically only watching. I mean, Cade was cool, and there was one dude, I think, I can't remember who he played for. He was like putting up like 20. Now, mind you, of course, I'm not watching the games. I can only see the highlights of it on the ship, but I'm watching that one. But like Jello, sniper.
I'm just catching all of it, like the highlights when I'm waking up.
The Lakers trying to do what Kobe them did, because I seen they was talking about Isaiah Thomas come in and they trying to get all these. I'm like, where all these people come from the woodworks at?
They could have cut the line with Isaiah Thomas. So he was like, okay.
Come on, man. He ain't giving us no defense.
Draw the line.
Did y'all see that? And it ain't even his fault. He just small, bro. Like he can hoop. Yeah, like I've seen him hoop in person. Like he just
dunk
small.
on you?
Really fucking lags. I ain't never been dunked on by nobody.
So you see how much credit he gave him to it was like could a baller, because he can dunk. So why?
Yeah, he can dunk. He can't dunk on me.
Oh, okay. So he ain't that good. Oh, okay, I'm just sorry.
No, he just can't dunk on me. He's good. He just can't dunk on me.
Just asking. Calm down. My fault, brother. Relax.
I mean, you know how the Colts fans be doing.
Relax. I know, right? You know them indie fans, boy. Ooh, calm down.
Here you go, bro.
You give them the combine, they don't know how to act, boy. Come on now, goddamn. But nah, did y'all check out that Malice in the Palace?
Yes, sir.
That documentary on Netflix for the brawl, for the after. So I was watching it. It came out the 10th, so I had to get it when we got signal out there. That was one good ass documentary.
Hell yeah!
I was sitting there.
Huh?
They played it on the ship for y'all?
Hell no, they ain't played that shit on the ship. We got signal. We got signal like that.
He had a window of opportunity.
Yeah, we had a window of opportunity, so I decided not to tell nobody that I had. No, I knew what it was. We had a water taxi at like 6 a.m. So I wasn't about to wake anybody up saying what's up. So I just decided to download the documentary. Yeah, so I just downloaded the documentary then, and I was just like,
I was watching. Download that shit like that.
For some odd reason, Netflix download quick as fuck. Now Disney Plus,
I never downloaded none off Netflix.
Disney Plus want to act like they want to take their sweet ass motherfucking time, like the lines at Walmart.
Disney Plus download like a PS3.
Exactly, like even on Wi-Fi, I'd be like, bro, come the fuck on. I'd be like, come on, bro. I'd be like,
24 hours.
I'd be like, bro, I can watch the goddamn show. I literally did that. I was watching the What If series and I was downloading. I'm like, bitch, I done finished the episode. You're not even a quarter of the way download. I'm like, just stop. Like, this shit don't make no sense. Why it takes so long to do this shit, but it was just documentary, and I didn't realize how deep that team was. Like,
wasn't they stacked?
They was stacked. So I probably say I started watching basketball for real because when the Pistons won in 2004, that was like my freshman year. And so I probably started watching basketball after the Pistons won. And I ain't even gonna say I watched it. I just became like more cognizant of it because like I would play basketball, but I ain't really care about the players and stuff like that. Like if it wasn't like Colt, if it wasn't like somebody's name that was said all the time, you know what I'm saying? Of course, all you doing at the time is playing NBA Live and creating your character. So you don't give a fuck about the niggas like who knows?
Ain't nobody really know Steven Jackson was a dog like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. I didn't know. I couldn't tell you who Steven Jackson was after he retired.
Jamal Tinsley, you knew about him if you knew good point guards. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like I couldn't tell you who Anthony Hardaway was at the time. I can tell you who he is now. I couldn't tell you at the time. I didn't know Sean Kemp. Like my basketball knowledge, like it was.
I love Sean Kemp,
but I wasn't.
Sean Kemp from Indiana.
See, I think for me, the only reason it was different is because my mom actually loved basketball. So,
Yeah.
like like I said, Sean Kemp and Supersonics, that was her squad.
Yeah.
So she was like, "Oh, the glove, Sean Kemp." Like, so we watched it, and, like dunk contests, like all the things that would happen. I feel like they was more involved, like even the Olympics or like different things that was going on. Everybody, it was like the best of the best was always there. Like this Olympics,
Yeah, absolutely.
we had scrubs there. You know what I'm saying? So I think that it was only different for me because like my best friend, like for him, he know everybody's name and you got to watch this dude and so I was getting that from him, and then my mom was like, oh, you see this, and she watched basketball, so I ended up watching a lot of basketball. I knew like the shoes that was coming out.
Absolutely.
Like I actually knew them at the time when it was coming out. I knew the glove, I knew what shoes, like with Iverson, that was like a little when we got older, but I'm just saying like everybody had a name, like even the Sean Kemps. I had Sean Kemps when I was a little kid. So and then Dominique. So it was just like, my mom was really involved in basketball.
Yeah. So I didn't, like I said, I didn't watch it till after then. So I knew the Pistons because my parents are from Detroit. So I knew the Pistons, and I knew Grant Hill, but I didn't even know the Pistons had I didn't even know Pistons had like the number 2 pick the year prior or something like that. They had Darko, LeBron.
Oh, when they should have picked Melo.
Yeah, so I didn't even who LeBron James was and stuff like that, but like I wasn't like I didn't play for the basketball team, so I did not, and it wasn't like I cared about football, so I didn't really care that much to be paying attention. So I watched it, and then around 04 is when the Pistons took off. So now the team that my family root for is a champion. So now I watch basketball. So I watched that whole next season. Of course, we get beaten Game 7 because Rasheed Wallace didn't watch Robert Horry off of the inbound. And mind you, I haven't watched it ever since. But I didn't realize how good the Pacers were that year prior. And then it was cool seeing Jermaine O'Neal's little story. But just watching the Malice of the Palace and stuff, like, man, Jermaine O'Neal really took a hard L.
And that's the only that game that day. That's the only time I ever liked the Pacers, and I don't like them, and I'm from there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not from that, but everybody always asks me, "You from Indiana? You a Pacers fan?" Hell no, I fucking hate them. But that's the only time I ever liked the Pacers is when they went in the stands and fought them damn fans, because I knew at 14 years old that shit was disrespectful, because my pops instilled that shit into me. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy because like you had to tell niggas that like, dang, the Pacers could fight. You had to be like, nah, that nigga from South Carolina. So you had to be like, so.
And then Steven Jackson from the same place Pimp C from. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like,
so you had to tell niggas that's not Indiana fighting, that's niggas who play in Indiana fighting.
Now don't sleep though.
Let me stop. But I was just watching it, and like y'all niggas was cold, and then for that to be like Reggie Miller like last season, and just to see the aftermath, and like it really was like a Jermaine O'Neal documentary if you like go back and watch it, because
the crazy thing is I was at my best friend's house and we was watching that game. Yeah. Like we was literally watching the game.
I can still remember when I found out about it.
Cut off. Like you didn't even get to watch it when it was happening. Like when they started fighting, the TV went to like commercial. So you were just like, what's going on? Like what happened? We just seen somebody go off in the stands and then the TV cut off. So we sitting there like, damn, what the hell happened? And then they come back on, and it's like it's still going on. It's like, well, we have interlude, people in the fighting stands, and you see people with their shirts off. And I was like, what did we just miss? And they start showing the highlights and stuff. I was like, bro, this is crazy. Yeah. And everybody was talking about that shit.
I was about to say, I think the world was watching that game because shit, that was all I had to watch, because I'm a McGrady fan, long time McGrady fan, and that season. The Magic went like 21-61, so they weren't really on TV like that unless he was playing against Gilbert Arenas, putting up 60 points or some shit. So I was watching that game like, all right, cool. I don't like the Pacers, so I want Detroit to win. But then once the shit went left, I'm like, oh yeah, they needed their ass beat.
Yeah, I was watching, and like I said, it was just Jermaine O'Neal. But I remember when I found out, it was just the next day. I remember my Uncle Robert, he was like, yeah, you hear about the Pacers and the Pistons fight? Like, oh yeah, them niggas fought. And we was walking to GameStop at the Kroger by my dad's house, and I seen it. And like I said, to this day, Jermaine O'Neal still got the most legendary punch. And then I was watching the documentary, and then Reggie Miller was like, Jermaine O'Neal don't slip, he kill him. But then watching that shit, first I done seen that punch like 40 million times. I'm talking about Jermaine O'Neal still top 5 punches I done seen, not in the in my lifetime. I'm talking about if God needed to one, keep you from jail, 2, have you slip at the perfect time.
I'm gonna tell you, NBA, I seen what's your boy? I seen Dennis Rodman putting somebody because they were trying to fight Isaiah. No. And I ain't never seen nobody knock nobody down like that.
No, there will never be.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't think
there'll never be another punch the way Jermaine O'Neal came out of that screen. You didn't even see Jermaine O'Neal coming.
I don't know, bro.
All right,
I seen some mean punches.
Nah, bro. Look, you know the only equivalent.
I'm gonna tell you a video that's worse than that punch. If y'all remember video, you going to jail today? You going to jail today?
That's not even look.
Hey, that's top 5. That's top 5.
You know the only old shit moment. The only old shit moment is when Captain America was about to get his ass killed by Thanos, and they said on your left, and them niggas came out that portal. That's the only equivalent. Jermaine O'Neal slid at perfect precision. Not only could he have tore his leg up, all right, this man. Hold on. You gotta think about how perfect this punch was.
I wish you had this
video. Hold on. I'm gonna give you the play-by-play. I'm gonna give you the play-by-play. Not only did this dude get beat up by the coach, Ron just beat your homeboy up, right? He gets up. As he's getting up from getting beat up by the coach, Jermaine O'Neal slides in at a 75-degree angle, going approximately 13 miles an hour with a trajectory of 23 miles an hour. Coming down.
How many pounds of force?
He came down with 7,000 pounds of force. I don't quote me on it, but it's 100% fact. Look, he comes down perfectly as he's getting up, just enough to lay his ass out and not kill him.
Can we see the video right now?
Look, if we were going live, I would do it, but I didn't have to have that type of proof up right now because we're not going live, and then nobody can see it.
I'm in a Tesla right now. Let me.
Oh my God, bro!
Oh wow! You one of them niggas.
If you got
damn, is that what we doing right now?
Bro,
is that what we doing right now?
You one of them niggas? Oh, I'm in the Tesla right now,
bro.
This is my Thursday car. I'll be in the Jaguar on Friday.
Bro.
I'm in the Urus on Saturdays.
I only wear red bottoms on Fridays. Ugly ass nigga. Damn.
I'm in the Tesla right now. That was unwarranted information.
I know, bro. We get it.
That was like sending a bitch a dick pic. I gotta
look at him. I gotta look up YouTube, which you can look up on our phones on the Tesla.
Right. Yeah.
Anyways, what was I about to say? But yes, the documentary was dope.
Just talking about my blessings, and you want to just shit on me like that? Like that's crazy.
That's cute. I remember when I got my first jet. But that was really good documentary there. I feel really bad for Jermaine O'Neal, and I felt bad for one or two reasons. You know what I wish they had them cameras back in that locker room when they was like, when Ron was like, man, you think we're gonna get in trouble? Because they said they had to hold him back. Yo, Jermaine O'Neal, they need to check his piss from when he was in Portland, because y'all two are built alike in Portland. Then when that nigga went to Indiana, I don't know what they was putting in the grits and gravy. What?
He went to Country Kitchen a couple times.
Bro, he looked so intimidating, especially when he got them braids and shit.
And he had his confidence back. He said he was like, shit, I'm going from being the best ever where I'm at, where I live, to going to my team playing and being damn near the 5th best on my team and damn near not even playing. So once he got that opportunity in Indiana, he was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna show out.
Yeah. Did your car die? Oh, okay. But nah, you on mute. But what was I about to say? He's still on mute. Doing all this talking, he's on mute.
You're on mute.
He muted me.
We didn't mute you. You was on mute.
You did that before you went off screen.
Damn, it was so much hate that was hitting me. So I was just like, you know what? Fuck it, bro. I'm just going, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We visualize it with your storytelling. You know what I'm saying? With the punch.
First off, we all know the punch. It's ingrained, just like it's ingrained in that nigga jaw. Oh, crazy shit, right? I never knew that they had the motherfucker.
That dude tried to sue him too.
Yeah, look, I didn't know that the dude was perfectly fine and then got on the wheelchair afterwards. I'm so glad for that.
Yeah.
And then the dude who threw the cup, I never knew they found the dude who threw the cup. You know,
I ain't know that either.
You know, Ron Artest, and then the dude was like, maybe. I'm like, bitch. And so I'm like, and David Stern was a hoe for how he handled that. Like, he could have, I after watching it, I can kind of get like, I don't think it was the Pacers' fault. Like,
it wasn't.
I think it was Ron Artest's fault for kind of going, but I think that ultimately when it get to like 20,000 people on one, I feel like you got to protect the players. But I would say it does seem a little fucked up because I'm gonna just go ahead and cap it right here. It does seem a little fucked up that because Steven Jackson had 2 rings, 1 or 2 rings he had 2 rings at the time when he came. 2 rings with the Spurs. I know he had 1 already with the Spurs, and then Ron Artest ended up winning 1 with the Lakers, and he calls all the shit, and then Jermaine O'Neal gets nothing. And I think he really sits there and regrets that shit because after that he was like brittle with injuries and shit. But I did see the KD interview came out too, which is really good, and he finally answered that shit about what was the bridge between him and I wasn't gonna touch on it too long because I still got to finish it, but I was gonna say, did y'all see like the whole thing about it wasn't Draymond was the reason why he left? It was the way the coaches and shit handled it.
I ain't even watch it. I still got yet to watch it, but
cool. So I gotta finish it.
Only saw the little snippet about where they was talking about KD having kids and Draymond or not having kids, and Draymond got 3 kids or something like that.
To summarize it, it's pretty good. I ain't gonna ruin it because I still gotta finish it and stuff like I still have to not stuff like that, but I still gotta finish it. But I will say that was definitely worth a watch. There. You know, one thing we never gave a shout out to. I take back what I said before we recorded last time. I said that Locks versus probably wasn't gonna be shit, and I stand corrected. I never got to come back on that. I said, you know, it's 2 weeks out, and you know what? I got to come back on here and say, you know what? That shit was fire. Now look, I will say this. Now before the Locks thing, I can only name you 2 Jadakiss songs. Now, y'all will be happy to hear after the verses, I can name you 2 Jadakiss songs still. But
obviously, bro,
I see that coming.
But I thought that shit was fire. When
Jadakiss was fire.
Jadakiss presence was fire. I still don't get what the craze is about Dipset. Can't even name you. I thought I can't even name.
I don't know, bro. And when I was younger, I actually liked Dipset. I was a Cameron fan. I like Cameron.
Still can't name it. Still can't. Only reason I want
I'll run it down like this. I'm a fan of both styles of rap. Like Dipset had anthems, you know what I'm saying? Dipset, they put on a show for you. They look good. They made you want to, you know what I'm saying, do what they was doing and look how they look. And then if you just a hardcore rap fan, you like the Locks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I happen to have
never got his love though.
Never got his love, but I like
all the lyrics. That's like Nas. You know what I'm saying?
My top 3 favorite or talent wise is Fab, Pusha T, and Jadakiss.
I always love Fab.
You know what I'm saying?
New York?
No, period. Fab, Pusha T. For me personally, I'm from Indiana.
Oh, okay, that makes sense now. It don't matter.
It makes sense now. When you throw him from Indiana, the list makes sense.
I listen to everything, is what I'm saying. But so I went into that versus like, all right, man, I kind of wanted to see Dipset versus G Unit. Knew G Unit wasn't all gonna get on stage together, but I wanted to see Dipset versus G Unit. And then I thought about it as the days went by. I'm like, hold on, this New York against New York. It could be good, but I don't think it's going to be, you know what I'm saying, great. And then looking at how the Locks prepare and just it clicking in my mind the first time or like the first song they went up for, I'm like, oh yeah, these niggas really do this shit. Whereas Dipset, they all got their own individual personalities. They're a clique. They're not a rap group. And the Locks is a rap group. You know what I'm saying? And it showed. It definitely showed. I done watched that fucking verses like 5 times all over and over.
Yeah. Najee, I
you're still muted.
Yeah, I think you should really look that your shit says muted.
Oh, damn.
But, I'm saying, yeah, you be going on these long tangents.
No, I didn't. I didn't go on a tangent. You just see me doing like this, so you know what I'm saying. I only said a few words.
He was doing that freaky Zeke shit.
Exactly. Well, then it looked dumb. Then
I wasn't
just
saying that. I was just kind of, I was ad-libbing what he was saying.
All right.
But no, I was saying Dipset definitely was more of, you know what I'm saying, like fashion. You know, you had Cameron pink on, pink cars, pink everything. But they had like some little one hitter, you know, like songs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What they would do. Because like I said, Cameron was like, he was in a lot of different people's music. But like you said, Jadakiss, we already know they lyricists. So it's just a thing that they've been doing forever. It's just lyricists don't get their flowers. And we used
and
to.
Then
you know
a lot of the
except for
Dipset shit that
lyricists, they get their flowers.
Right. A lot of the Dipset shit that really caught people's attention, I credit to the heat makers, to Arsonists, because he put them samples in their songs and everything like that. That's what drew people into Dipset in the first place. It's like, man, who is these New York niggas rapping over these old school samples and shit like that? And then you just
it was the beats. It was a look like Dipset just had a little like people just like Dipset. You know what I'm saying? Like they was fucking with Dipset because they did have a few hits, but it's just like. But once again, that was another thing. Like we from down south, so you know us hearing the northern stuff, it's cool, but it's not relatable to us. You know what I'm saying?
Not
like,
at all.
I can't.
There's
like,
no bodega.
They ain't talking about no slap or no bang. Or, you know, the beat ain't the same. Like it ain't no Gucci, man. And,
we don't wear Timberlands.
Relate to that. So we don't wear Timberlands. We don't know nothing about. We get snow days like once a day. We don't know nothing what they talking
about.
There's
no bodegas.
I know all about them snow days, boy.
It's just the lyricists compared
Chinatown.
We got our own lyricists. We got Andre, you got Ludacris, you got stuff like that, but we still relate to them also.
Right.
So we understand them. And then it's just like New York, Jadakiss can be talking about a whole bunch of different things, but I don't know what he talking about. Like it ain't got nothing to do with me. So you know what I'm saying?
I don't know what Marcy Projects is.
And to clear up that little shit that y'all was trying to do, talking about I understand you from Indiana. I'm not saying who the best is. I'm talking about who my favorite was when I said them top three.
We know what you meant. We were just like, okay, you from Indiana, so we know the relevance of Indiana in the music industry. We know it's not relevant, so we was like, it's cool.
Hey, where this nigga at, man? Gotta go find this nigga.
But no, I was gonna say the rap it because it was 2 weeks ago. I just want to get my credit. So I'll say this. I will say that verse has shown me why New York gets as much credit as it gets from the New York scene. I mean, from the music scene, because like that vibe, like that presence of like New York, you just felt like why these niggas care so much about it. And like Jadakiss was just on the floor. And then when that nigga, like the battle was over for me when he played New York. So I just wanted to give my take on that one.
And then you seen Fat Joe in the crowd, like, oh yeah,
exactly.
Like, you seen the look on Fat Joe's face. He was like, yeah, this nigga got it.
He was like, I'm outside. And then
he said, Harlem, y'all know I be down there.
Yeah,
how you gonna call out them niggas town? Like,
but
even like the nigga fit like choice. He had like a short sleeve. He had a summer outfit with Timbs and shit on. Like that's just like New York, and like the way everybody got hyped to it. I just felt like, okay, New York got my respect for music. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to get it because we didn't record and we didn't we didn't get a chance to give the props out to it, but they did their thing. Still can't name no Jadakiss songs. Not gonna go out here my way and do it now. But I did say I know the song. I have heard the songs that he put out. Just can't name them. But that was
I was about to say you'll probably just know them once you.
I know the songs
just because you was around it when you was younger. You know what I'm saying?
But
exactly.
A lot of songs that hit the radio, but
yeah,
like
you said,
I
know.
We ain't had nobody in our school going, bro. You gotta listen to this new Jadakiss album. We didn't.
Yeah, like our older brothers listen to that shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this shit I didn't appreciate until I got older. You feel me? Like I ain't gonna sit here and be like, oh, I've been listening to Jadakiss since I was a kid. Yeah, before I was like 18, the only Jadakiss thing I could name you was probably All About the Benjamins and Knock Yourself Out or something like that. But as a grown man,
use that Mariah Carey song.
Yeah, that's and niggas forgot about that one.
I had sisters, so that's what I'm saying. Like, and then that song with Akon, and I knew Styles.
With Styles.
Yeah, that song. Which call with that song Styles P Get High. So that was what that one, but it was a good one. I just want to get a props out. I like to give good. That was that and the Gucci Man were the two best.
Most definitely.
The funny thing about this is, it took this for you to say, "I'm gonna give props to New York and music." And everybody said New York got like that's where rap started. So it's like, oh, I'm gonna give them their props now.
I didn't catch that.
New York,
I'm like,
New York doesn't get
started
validation
in the Bronx, but
New York doesn't get props until I say so. Technically, hip hop started wherever Sanaya Lathan and Tay Diggs say it started in Brown Sugar. All right. When did you fall in love with? When did you fall in love with hip hop? Sid.
You're
all right. Only reason
you're gonna be over here with Indiana in a second.
You gotta relax, dude.
Hold on. So we just gonna disrespect Brown Sugar and Spotted Dalmatian with the hoe is mine? Okay.
The hoe is mine.
What we celebrating? Ding ding ding. My divorce. Yo, another movie.
What's up, Tig?
You know what? You was with my hoe. Yo, that ding ding ding. My
you mean Holanda?
Look, bro, that and I was watching. Like, I don't know why Drumline was fire. I mean, I knew why, but Drumline was fire. But boy, that act Nick Cannon was horrible. Like watching him in my 30s, like watching him now. When I was a kid, watch him. I was like, this man is so gangster.
He's a genius.
He's telling Sean the business. He's showing
got me polishing drums to the break of dawn because I'm hating upperclassmen named Sean.
Exactly. Mind you, my dumb ass ain't realized that these niggas having a drum battle, but I'm thinking this is like the Bloods and the Crips. Like this nigga really out here.
I'm gonna tell you the other movie that you watched that was you was like, oh, this is it. And we was at parties dancing. Was You Got Served? You Got Served came out. Motherfuckers was in.
You was one of them. You was one of them.
Oh, this is it. No, bro. You watch that shit now. That and Drumline now. That shit trash.
Yeah, that shit horrible.
I ain't claiming that. Shit horrible. I went to see You Got Served because the bitches went to see You Got Served. That was it. Niggas was not doing dances.
Hey, what he ain't tell you was after he saw Marcus Houston or Marion do that backflip in the rain and he saw how them girls was, this nigga was back there in Indiana with the hose over the little fence.
Outside like do it for Little Saint. I'm gonna do it for Little Saint. Motherfucker.
Don't project y'all past onto me, man. Like if y'all was doing that, okay. Just
first off, nigga, we had hustle and flow. We didn't have to do that shit, okay? We
nigga hustling. Okay,
we had Terrence Howard with the perm. We had Terrence Howard with the perm. That's the only thing we had.
Okay, skinny man.
Give us two movies that's from Indiana.
I never claimed for Indiana to be. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to say that. He said,
"Look, you hear my watch? Siri was like, sorry, I can't search for any places from Indiana."
Here you go, bro.
But So first off, we're not gonna talk like they ain't got two living legends, Michael Jackson and Tiana Trump. So what we're not gonna do, we're not gonna disrespect Indiana like they ain't got living legends.
I gave you Michael Jackson.
Okay, and first off, you're gonna give him Tiana Trump.
No, wait a minute. Wait, Jay. Wait. Don't. Like he just said he'll give New York their props finally. Nigga, you ain't just gonna give me Michael Jackson like he ain't the motherfucking.
You really just gave that nigga Michael Jackson. You really hold on.
I'm not from Gary. I won't ever claim to be from anywhere but my city. Like.
Yeah, but you also gave that nigga Michael Jackson like he was a 3rd round pick. I mean, so you really did.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like
if I did that, I apologize because Michael is that guy. He's
okay, I'm just saying. Like you said, we'll give you Michael. Like you can give him Tito, but you can really. I'm just saying, Michael and Janet came from the same place. Okay, I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. Though. He did put him on Tito status. But
I messed up. I did talk about Michael's name like Michael was just out here like he was Tito.
And if I wanted to get on some shit like that, like I could name some motherfuckers from Indiana. Like you said one earlier, Sean Kemp. Sean Kemp grew up 30. Oh, here you go, bro. Sean Kemp grew up 30 minutes from where I'm from. You know what I'm saying?
He's gonna disrespect that, right? That's cool. I mean, y'all want to go to athletes? I'm just saying we could have stopped it. Them 3 names: Janet, Michael, Tiana.
We ain't got, but that's the thing though. Like,
Tiana, if you watching the 8 More Than 92 podcast, we have supported you in all your work.
I told you to hit her on
we
Snapchat, man.
man, come on now, brother. You know, people do listen to this show, but don't be telling what you tell me offline. But you know, but let's go and go to the next topic. So anyway,
Right.
speaking of that, Amber Rose, let's speak. So I got a question for you, right? So I was
That's
just
a hell
looking at
of a
this
segue.
online. I see
Question about Amber
exactly
Rose.
right. Sluts. So anyway, so I was just looking at this. Amber Rose got cheated on by her baby daddy, right? And so I was just wondering, you know, she promote that slut walk stuff about all this whole embracing sluts and all that, embracing the word slut and the words and all that. I guess taking the power out of it. Yet her nigga was out here cheating with everybody, and so I wonder, do you get sympathy for somebody who embraces that type of stuff, or do you feel like she brought it? Not saying it absolves her significant other of like the cheating act or whatever, but do you feel like, do you get sympathy for that, or do you feel like with what she promotes, she kind of brought that on herself? Because you promote that type of lifestyle of like jumping in front of the hoeing and the whoring and that type of act before people can label and do that type of promiscuity and things like that. You feel like she brought that type of lifestyle on herself? I'm
I
sorry,
would
not the
say,
lifestyle. When you break, do you feel like she brought something like that into? Should she be offended that that type of shit she promoted happened to her?
I would say, with I'm a defender first, because like the slut walk thing and everything, like that was just, you know what I'm saying, empowering women that like to dress a certain way. I don't think she was really promoting the act of like going out and being a slut and everything like that. It was just, you know what I'm saying, showing people like, or showing men that we could dress like this. We could dress however we want
You
to,
don't
but
gotta treat me like
that don't mean you got to be entitled to, you know what I'm saying, access to me just because I dress a certain way. You can give me a compliment, you know what I'm saying? But on the flip side of that, it is her personally, like her actions don't, you know what I'm saying, they don't just, I don't know. I just, she
I
don't
mean, I feel,
carry her, she don't carry, like she don't practice what she preach all the time. You feel me? Like,
I mean, I feel like when it comes to like Amber Rose and it comes to different things, um, I think that a lot of that stuff is not real. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of that stuff is kind of just, just for, something to talk about. And
yeah,
so, yeah, I mean, we don't know her life. We don't know what she's doing, but she got man. And so if she was just such out here like that, a lot of these dudes wouldn't be like, this is my old lady. So,
yeah,
I feel like a lot of that stuff is kind of TV. So, yeah, they might talk about some stuff and then they go out and do something, they going to feel some type of way. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, no, I don't believe that.
Well, he admitted he cheated on her, and I don't know. Like I said, I just, you live, like I said, you out here teaching your son, you putting him so much in the forefront about, you know, what you out here doing. You out here
Mm,
promoting. I get the whole jumping in front of it, you know, making people think they can't teach you a certain type of way, talk to you a certain type of
yeah.
way, or it means certain type of thing. But you also can't sit here and act like it's the same with like Black China.
You can't act like it ain't gonna happen, and you can't act like
Exactly.
you
And you
safe
out
from it.
and
You
you
feel
out
me?
here and you out here like you're giving life to, not saying you telling people to do it, but you giving fire, you're putting fire into or sparking a engine to people that want to go out there and be like, well, I look up to Amber Rose, she free, she got this, she don't have Wiz, Kanye this, she getting this money, she got Black
Right.
China, they friends, they got a Kardashian, they set, you know what I'm saying, and they out here living their life free, they making it, you know, they came off the pole and X, Y, and Z, and you know, she carefree, she
Yeah.
able to bag bodies and steal this, and that nigga still cheating on her. So
Yeah. I was
you
about
know
to
what I'm
say, and
saying,
then like
you
I
it'll
mean,
be
I just feel
it'll
like
be
anybody can get cheated on, bro.
I was about to
And y'all
say
can get
it'll be
cheated on.
women out here that
It
say
don't
that
matter.
shit too. Like my girl, for example, she'll be
oh,
like,
easily,
yeah,
easily, easily.
all that fake body shit, all that publicity. You could be as bad as you want. You could still get cheated on. Like, and a lot of that shit, like my girl would be like, shit, she brought it on herself. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
she'll defend the woman first all the time, but she'll also hold them accountable because she's a woman her damn self.
we say
So
this to
Cause I,
say,
I just,
mothers and fathers, stay in y'all kids' lives, and some people, just because y'all got a voice, y'all clearly don't know how to run your own fucking lives. So stop trying to act like y'all are spreading the youth
Control your own
because
shit.
yeah. So and then I know the other one that was just kind of annoying was this whole what is everybody's like glitz and glamour with Lizzo? Like I really want to know like what is what is this fascination with like it's no like Lizzo has a cute face, right? That's no denying it. Lizzo has a cute face. Okay.
I don't be
But like
paying
what is
attention.
this whole thing? What is this whole thing? I'm just saying, like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie like I've never seen Lizzo. She has a cute face. But like, what is this whole fascination because Lizzo big and she accepts that she big, so she just wear like these small ass clothes, and then people be like, yes.
Lizzo don't do it. I
And
mean, she
then
don't
if
do
a
it.
nigga say something to it, it's discriminating or it's body shaming. Yet females talk about niggas all day and night. If you short, like get this little ass nigga, this and that. Because I remember, I guess she got like a lot of criticism for her little rumors video. Because it was trending. Like I said, we get Twitter on the ship, so it was just trending that she was getting a lot of stuff because she was basically getting fat shamed or some shit like that. And I don't think Lizzo get fat shamed because she's just big overall. I think Lizzo get fat shamed because Lizzo always somewhere half-ass naked, as if she looked like the people that she be having in her videos and shit like that. And
Like
I think that,
there's confidence and then there's overconfidence, and I think a lot of Lizzo's shit is overconfidence.
And I don't even think it's overconfidence because I feel like that's a way of saying like you shouldn't accept what you are. But I think that it's a lot of I think it's like, and don't take this the wrong way, but that's like when we had like the little she ain't special needs, but when you got like the little special needs cast or special needs kids or a baby or something like that, and you hyping them up and you making them think, yeah, and you doing all this, you can do it, you know what I'm saying? And so they doing something, they thinking that they could do something, right? Like everybody else, because you sitting there hyping them up, you already giving them that type of play. Well, do y'all remember that game when she went there and she had that shirt?
Oh yeah, I remember that damn
and she
game.
had her ass out, and she thinks she getting all this fucking hoopla out, and everybody's like, well, Rihanna did it as well. And I'm like, well, Rihanna was still out of line too because it's kids at the game, but also at the same time, also at the
I was just gonna say, man, I just feel like, we glorify a lot of things that's not good, and not saying like all people body shapes is different, but to be like
she unhealthy,
overweight, that's
like
unhealthy.
that's nothing.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's nothing wrong. She can still be cute and unhealthy.
You pushing everybody. It don't matter. You didn't have to go work out. You ain't got to do nothing. Like just be you, girl.
And it's gonna be somebody out there that like it. It's gonna be somebody out there that like it.
Because regardless, like you said, somebody gonna like it. But it's just like in our community, we already got high blood pressure. We already got diabetes. We already got so much stuff that's already bad for us, and most of that is caused by obesity. So like we glorifying obesity. That's like somebody that's on crack, and you like, man, you know what? Don't worry about it. Do your thing. And that's not. Like I get it, but it's not about that. It's more about the health things, you know what I'm saying? The health issues. Like, because some people gonna like big girls, some people gonna like skinny girls.
Like ain't nobody got a problem, because ain't nobody got a problem with her being big. It's like she wearing like small, she always like half ass naked.
See that. I don't want to see your fupa out. I don't want to see your stomach rolls over to the, I don't want to see that.
Love yourself. Just don't force your love for yourself.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. And then like I think sometimes people may take it too far with maybe some of the jokes and shit and stuff like that. But also
you're gonna have
at the same time, but I also feel like sometimes like I don't get like everybody just do everything but hype her up, right? But instead of being like a real like supporter or saying like this is you, like back in the day I used to wear like clothes and I used to try to dress like Taylor. Taylor is like 5 foot tall and I'm 6 foot tall. So instead of wearing clothes like my height, I would try to dress like Taylor, because at the time Taylor was, dressed a lot more snazzier, but of course stuff fits differently on him than it would me, or certain looks look differently on Taylor than they look on me. And my mom
You wearing Taylor?
like
You wearing Taylor style of clothes and out here looking like Bobby Hill going to Sunday school?
Okay, sure. So, anyways, I feel like a part of like you had it, and a part of, but you know what? We threw some Indiana gripes out there, so I'm gonna let you have that one. So, anyways, but yes,
cool.
to an
I'm
extent,
always
yes.
outnumbered.
So yeah, I said you threw some, so I said I'm gonna take that one on the chin. So, anyways, but yeah, so I try to. Oh Lord, oh my God!
You shouldn't take anything on the chin from a man, but go ahead.
Anyways, so yeah, so I try to dress like them, and of course, you wearing stuff, and the length of it don't look young or whatever. And my mom would always be the first one to say like that look youthful or whatever. And at first I'm like, oh, that's hating of this, but people hype it up, and then you start to see. You start taking it negative, but when people are trying to give you like that advice, it's not negative. Some people really just genuinely trying to like look out for you, but everybody just hyping it up. And I'm like, it's big girls out here. I think her name Tokyo Vanity. Have you ever seen her before? Or Super Scent?
I seen Super Scent.
Okay, she a big girl. It's big girls out here that look very good. That's big. You know what I'm saying? And there are big attires for big girls, and there are big girls that could be out here half whatever, but it's just how you put it together. You're not gonna be able to. I can't sit out here and wear my shirt off like y'all two can to an extent, but I also know that I'm not built like Bruce. So I also know that I also know that like
I'm
when
a bird.
I'm
a bird under this motherfucker.
I got you. Also know that when I also know when Najee smiled that his teeth was a little bit more yellow than mine, so he can't have white teeth. But I know that. But I know that. But beside the point. But that's
trying to come in.
But that comes from just us knowing that we have to. We have to just go out there and just know that all of us aren't the same. So I just say that to say, I just get tired of like every time somebody say something. I get tired of something every time somebody say something to her. Like now she want to start crying, and people come to her defense and be like, "Live life, love, beautiful girl," and I be like, "Girl, you be putting yourself in these situations." Like I said,
like you up there on a platform, you know what I'm saying? And you up there on a platform, anybody up on a platform has an audience. Your audience has the freedom of speech to say whatever the fuck they want. Just like you had the freedom to put out what you wanted. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Shit, like it's like she in shock. Like, what are they talking about? I'm fat. Like, why they talking about? Like, come on.
Yeah, like, know yourself.
Yeah, like if you was gonna dress that way, I'm pretty sure that you could dress like Rihanna, but accentuate your features. Now, Rihanna could probably go somewhere with a bra on, but Rihanna's stomach ain't hanging over her pants. But you going to a game with a thong on, sitting in front of a child with your ass all out. That's gonna
offend somebody no matter what body type. That's gonna offend somebody.
I'm pretty sure somebody got offended with Rihanna. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I get tired of people coming to her defense. It's just ridiculous. Like I get tired of like every time she come out here and try to wear like these skimpy and outfits, niggas. But what's so crazy is if a woman's man was a cheat on them with Lizzo, they would not be taking her side. That's what's always crazy to me. She would be every type of possible.
Right. Exactly. You cheated on me with that. You downgraded like a motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a double-edged sword. You know what I'm saying? But
I don't know.
I just don't be paying attention to it because that ain't my cup of tea. I ain't gonna voice my opinion on it unless we bring it up in something like this. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't for everybody, and it's something out there for everybody at the same time.
It is, and like I said, she's a very attractive woman. You know what I'm saying? I just you're not gonna be small. Rihanna's not gonna be big.
So just don't be surprised.
Get you some real people in your circle and be like, look, girl, just put this on, But like I said, I did want to wonder
who she was. I didn't know who she was.
Who didn't know who Lizzo was?
No,
man, you don't hang. Anyway, I was about to say you don't hang around nobody that. No, I was gonna say you don't hang around nobody that play Lizzo, but I just she's
No,
pretty
I'm
fun.
saying I know the music, but I'm
Oh,
saying I've never like seen her before.
I
Oh,
can't
I
name
ain't.
you one of her. I can't name you one of her songs, but I know who
No,
she
but I'm
is.
saying I ain't never been like, oh, let me look up Lizzo. I ain't never heard nobody talk. You know how somebody most of the time people be talking about like artists and stuff like, man, you gotta see it, like she bad or this or something. I've never heard nobody just say
yeah.
you need to look up Lizzo. So I didn't know who that was.
I mean, I know her for her songs, and I think I know that one song where she like "Dan, dan, dan, dan," but I mainly know her because niggas making fun of her side. Good, everybody, it's your man Harrison. Yeah, we on a break right now, so I thought I'd do this time to share and say everything I need to say. La 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 la. Before the commercial break is over, but I want to thank everybody for rocking with us so far, and for the new people that are here, welcome to the 8 More Than 92 podcast, where we always keep it 100 with you. Make sure you check out our IG page, the 8MT underscore podcast page. You also make sure you check out our YouTube page, our Instagram page, our Twitter page, basically every page that we got out there right now. You're going to laugh, you're going to get good dialogue, you're going to get some good back and forth, and we definitely going to make sure you think about what you just heard this episode. So make sure you go on and listen to us on all major platforms. That's right, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Pandora, Amazon. We everywhere, baby. And I just told you, you watching this on YouTube maybe, so you already know we're there. So make sure you check it out on there as well. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Even leave us a rating, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars, however many you can give us. Leave us something like there so we know how to get better. We want to make sure we're doing this for y'all, and we also want to thank y'all for taking the time with us and rocking with us today. Peace. I do wonder, based off how much y'all think it costs to raise a child. Like, do y'all ever feel like it should be like $200,000 a month?
Never.
Nah.
Like, I don't know.
That,
I
that's
just be
like
sitting,
that's like you raising 300 kids.
like I be wondering, like if I was a judge and I sit there and I'll be like, if I'm gonna base my determination for how much you pay, and it's got to be a fraction for how much the father makes. I'm sitting there wondering, where is he going to be shopping at? Because I'm pretty sure that they don't send you to a certain part of the store for how much money you make for diapers. And so I just be looking at some of these people like PJ Washington. He just got ganked. He's stupid, but he just got ganked $200,000 a month for old girl. And I be looking at some
She
of these
wrote a
people.
book on how,
But
you
I
know what
just
I'm
look at
saying,
the
she went after celebrities and athletes and shit like that. And then, no
I just look at
sympathy.
the
Yeah.
legal system, and I just be like, look, I get it. Okay, cool. But then I wonder from the guys, I'd be like, why don't y'all just go get the kid at a certain point? You know what I'm saying? Like, as much money as
I
you
think
spend in a month,
I think I think it started to come.
bro, as
I
much
think it
money as you
started to come
spend in a
down to.
month, you can just go hire somebody to take care of the kid and be with you. That makes no
But
sense
I
to me.
but I think
None
I
at
think it
all.
comes down to more of it's just what's normal. Like the courts are used to the mother having the kid, and it's just normalized. So it's kind of like somebody. Oh, well, this is what we always do. Well, this is what we always do. This is how it always go. And I think
Yeah.
that's just kind of how it is. So like yeah, you do got some men that make more money, and they able to handle their kids. But at the same time, then I think it's more of like, well, if he take the kids and he got all the money, and who gonna be taking care of the parent, the mother? And I think it's more of, well, we shouldn't leave them because, like some of these women, they ain't got
Fuck
no
you mean who
job, they
gonna
ain't got no
take care of the
business,
mother?
they
She a
ain't got nothing.
grown ass woman.
She a grown woman,
She, I
but
was about to say she was a millionaire before she got with the nigga. You know what I'm saying?
so I don't know, man. It don't make no sense to me. Like I be cause even like that Dr. Dre stuff, I was like, it's no way in hell you can make this make sense, man. I don't know what she's doing that I'm paying her 300 some thousand or
I
a
don't get
month.
why. I get she was with him for a long time. But I
Yeah.
don't get why he just couldn't give her like a little flat out amount and been done with it. Like, I don't get why I got to pay her like a certain amount, like a month or some shit like that. And then look how
Yeah.
trifling the daughter was. Like, he was talking about, I ain't seen my daddy. Like, girl, you 38 and you just pay, like, you had to buy, I think it was like 2,500 for a car for the month. And I was like, that could have been a hotel room or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you 38. What happened to the first you've been at least been an adult for what,
That's
20
his
years?
oldest daughter, right?
I think so.
To my understanding, like from what I remember reading up on, like that relationship has always been estranged. So that didn't surprise me at all. You know what I'm saying? She probably just down bad, real bad right now.
But the court system is a joke to me. The court system is an absolute fucking joke to me. Like
you tell me, I gotta pay $200,000 a month for anybody's kid. You gonna send me to jail?
Exactly.
You gonna send me to jail?
Take the house, you take everything, but I ain't paying nothing.
You gonna send me to jail? Go ahead. I'll see my son when I get out. Have him come visit me. Cool. I ain't paying. I don't be getting it. I don't even think as a kid, like me as a kid, and the way I grew up, I don't even think I would have required that much, even if my parents was rich like that. Like we don't need all this. We was outside.
Even then, let's go from your first year of life. Your first year of life is titty. What are you gonna do with the other? What are you gonna do for $200,000? What are you getting? Bionic titty? What are you getting? Some out of a lab?
Like I just be trying to think about what are we spending, because if that's the norm, what the hell is Dre doing that they're spending $300,000 a month and it's not bills? Like even if you paying bill, I can think of somebody that's got $1 million. Because you think about here in California, like I know people that's got $500,000 houses. So a $500,000 house, they're paying $4,000 a month in mortgage. That's just say they got a $2 million house. We're gonna just times that by 4. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, they paying $10,000, they paying $20,000. I still can't calculate where we getting $300,000 that we spending.
But then that's Dr.
Mortgage is your most.
Yeah. That's Dr. Dre. This PJ Washington. That nigga don't even play.
Don't play for one. $200,000 a month, and you probably
think of how much they would have taxed.
Just got out of. You probably just got out of that. Yeah, like why am I paying $200,000 a month, and I can buy you a condo where you live, 3 bedrooms for $200,000 right now. You know what I'm saying? I can buy you a condo. You don't have to pay no rent. You just gotta maintain the motherfucker.
Bro, that's you paying off a condo for the year. Bro, that's like they looked at that. She making almost in a year's time. That's what, like $5 million. That's fucking ridiculous.
Sure.
I don't know. Like I said, the ultimate side hustle.
Hey, you know who her agent was?
Rich Paul,
motherfucker. Rich Paul.
Yeah, Rich Paul. That sound like a LeBron James client right there. Yeah, that's definitely. You know, LeBron know how to get the money up, but. I'm telling y'all, look, the ultimate hustle is pregnancy. God knew not to give niggas ovaries.
Make men pregnant.
Yeah, God knew not to. You thought they were pushing that work?
I'm personally thankful that he did.
God, like I said, you thought niggas was pushing weight with drugs. Hey, nigga, I got these 2 twins for you right here, nigga. Come on now.
You need. I got some eggs, nigga. I got some eggs.
Come on, nigga. Come on. You know, I got some shit you never seen before. I got the Tiger Stripe.
No,
the Tiger Stripe twins IVF, right here. Come
nigga,
on now.
No IVF necessary, nigga. No doctor
at all. Hey, man, you got them twins right there. You got the papers. Hey, man, he's fully vaccinated right here. Come on, bro. Come on, man. What you got? He's like, yeah, I got this little 4-year-old niglet right here. Yeah, I'm breeding them. You know, boy. What if niggas could have babies and they was breeding them like pit bulls though? That's probably
I was just about to say
niggas would have babies.
This is a football player right here. He's strong. We got the NBA litter over there. You know, I got a little Kobe sperm that I'm at home. I got you over there. We got the NBA litter.
I got a little Usain Bolt over here. You know,
pure breed.
Niggas got kennels. Niggas got kennels looking like some shit off of like My Hero Academia or some shit right there. Yeah, where we going to? Yeah, I'm going to Georgia real quick. Where we going to? Yeah,
this one right here. This one right here can play basketball and sing.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm talking about R. Kelly. I know people were talking about R. Kelly, but look, when he got the vocals, you were like, "What the?" Let me get to it.
Hey, look, all that mixed shit, all that old mixed dating shit would be over. Hey, man, fuck all that, bro. I don't know black and white.
I don't know
look. This nigga, this one right here, this nigga on nigga. I'm talking about African. This nigga can super swim. I'm talking about this nigga right here. This is 4 shades of black. I'm talking
this This the last East African you got before Eritrea and Ethiopia split up, guys.
This one. Hey, look, this one catch a Freeman. This one catch a Freeman black right here. Look right here, like here. So look, back in the day. But yes, I'm that one. That's probably why too. You couldn't give it. Like I said, you just see one nigga over there.
Adoption wouldn't be a thing at all,
bruh.
It would not.
Just see. Oh boy, you thought Michael Vick was going to jail for fighting dogs? You just see little niggas just in the back pen like Rugrats, just bow. Just little swole
niggas are sitting there like Steven and Senior Candy.
All you see,
spinning them. You come through, they spinning the basketball and shit. Please, sir.
All you see,
I can do it.
Then
a bunch of Calvin Cambridges.
You know all the boxers. Exactly. You know all the bad kids because all the bad kids that can fight because all of them got little silver tooth. So they all over there in the boxing ring fighting, all them. Like, oh yeah, them the fighters right there. Them little Javante Davis is right there. So
man, I'm dead.
I did have to ask y'all. This is my unpopular opinion, and I feel like I'm the only one who thinks this. But to me, I think Andre 3000's verse on International Players Anthem is overrated. I actually skip his verse when I play that song.
First of all, that's disrespectful as fuck. I don't think
they make you go like
that. Like you can go through. All right, I'll put it like this: say you didn't like some type of food as a kid. Get a couple years older, now you like that food. You know what I'm saying? Every verse on International Players Anthem is kind of like that. Like one is gonna be your favorite when you first hear it. Then you get a little older, you start listening to it a little bit. You like this verse, or you think this person did better than the last person. My personal favorite verse on there, I ain't gonna say it's the best, but my personal favorite is Bun B's verse. You know what I'm saying? But I'll never say any of those verses is overrated. I'll say society's least favorite is probably Big Boy's. You know what I'm saying?
Which was one of my favorites.
But Big Boy spit some real game on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
I just feel like Andre just came in there like one of Moesha's poetry readings where after she broke up with one of her many niggas, maybe Ohaji or Q, and he came over there trying to be too deep, and everybody else knew the assignment.
But what did you expect Andre to do, bro?
Love will never put without a real. Everybody came in on some ghetto shit. This nigga showed up and
everybody.
Killed. So I just felt like everybody knew.
Everybody
you knew
was
he
in
was
their
fucking
own
Erica.
pocket.
You knew he was fucking Erica at that point. He was sniffing her panties. Everybody else was still eating scrimp. So I felt like everybody else knew what kind of wedding that was, and this nigga was on some higher power shit at that time. I did not need one of them Ohaji poems that he tried to spit to us like we was at Andel's juicery. So
that whole song is called the International Players Anthem. Every verse on that song is a phase of being a player. Andre was hanging his jersey up.
They should have kept
Pimp C was still in it. You know what I'm saying? He's the GOAT. He's the boss of that shit. Bun B is like, I don't really like that I gotta do this, but I'm gonna tell you why I'm doing this. And I need you, if you're gonna be with me, you're gonna have to act a certain way. And then motherfucking Big Boy was telling you, all right, these are the consequences. You know what I'm saying? This is why you gotta be careful. You know what I'm saying? Like that, that song is the definition and really a blueprint to how being a player is. Or being a pimp.
It's really
that was your blueprint.
It's really how your friends gonna talk to you.
Yeah.
If you get married, like it's really
and then go back. I go back to why I say like, what do you expect Andre to do? In my personal opinion, Andre 3000 is the best storyteller, if not like since Slick Rick, if not the best. You know what I'm saying?
Because his shit really, you could hear the song, and once you seen the video.
It's a whole illustration.
Like you like, oh well, I can already visualize it because
you're right. I can visualize Hakeem, Nisi, Kim. I can visualize Andale. I can visualize Mouse. I can visualize D. I can visualize everybody at Andale's Juice Bar. I can visualize everybody from Moesha. I can visualize
your moms will tell you that your taste in that song is youthful. You know what I'm saying?
You said what?
Because he was spitting. I said your moms will tell you that your taste in that song and your opinion about that verse is kind of youthful.
You know how you just hear your mama and just immediately just have to wait for see what a nigga gonna say.
That's fine, nigga. You know,
I was just sitting out.
If you ready.
No, I feel like it was just positive after that, but I just heard like your mama, and then my face was just, and then I was like, say it one more time. I was like, I feel like, but no. Also, I felt like also shout out to Slick Rick, who was also in Brown Sugar with Sanaa Lathan and Tay Diggs, who also plays Sid.
Hey, if you gonna keep giving the movie as flowers, I need you to say Sanaa correctly.
It's Sanaa Lathan.
You said Sanaya earlier.
I said Sanaa Lathan. That's how her name's always been. That's how it's gonna be. All right.
No, bro.
All right. If you don't like it, go play Quincy.
Yeah. All she got is
go play Quincy. Like I said, all I know is
this nigga said what? She was also in the greatest movie of all time, which is The Wood. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah.
With Bird from Soul Food, fine ass.
Yes, sir.
Oh, also I'm gonna tell you also why. Maybe this is why it never resonated. The original song I heard of International Players Anthem was with 3 6 Mafia. So
that was I
never heard
that. That's on the album. You know
that's the original version I heard. So I actually heard that one way before I heard the one Andre 3000. So I had already got accustomed to the one with 3 6 Mafia, and on top of that, 3 6 Mafia is from Tennessee. So maybe that's why I never really cared for the 3 6 Mafia, because the one with DJ Paul and Juicy J and them was spitting. So maybe that's probably why I can never get down with that one. But that's just me. Plus, if you're gonna talk about pimping, let's not forget that Ludacris showed you how to get hoes from every area code. All right.
Who you think Luda got his game from?
He was pimping all over the world. Okay?
Luda got his game from everybody on International Players Anth. And he'll tell you that.
When did he say that? Show me an interview.
What Southern rapper doesn't?
Show me the interview.
It's in the songs, my guy. It ain't no interview. It's in the song, bro.
Show me the Carfax. What track? Like this? But nah. But nah. Yeah. Hey, who y'all feel is the worst TV dad?
Worst TV dad. You got to name some.
I couldn't think of none either. I was just wondering before I exited. I was looking at some.
Look, mine is an anime character, so I said Goku.
Goku is a shitty father. Goku is the worst dad ever. Goku is a shitty father. Vegeta's a better father than Goku.
For sure.
And that nigga was absent.
I was gonna say Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne literally snatch up kids off the street and put them in the face of danger. Put grown ass kids. Facing grown ass men and get them niggas killed on the regular.
I mean, but Bruce Wayne teach them a trait that they can never.
You're right. It's called cosplay.
Damn, raised fucking 5 Robins, bro, and all the motherfuckers got their shit together except for one got killed.
First off, all of them got their shit together. They're playing role play for their entire. They have secret identities. They all have anger issues. They all have trauma. One of them is dead. One of them just came out as bisexual.
I was about to say, one rich kid ain't got daddy issues or anger issues.
First off, none of them rich. He the only rich one.
They do got money, bro. Robin's ain't broke.
Yeah, because of him.
Yeah, okay.
That's a good daddy feature.
If you rich,
okay.
What Gohan got from Goku except for being a Super Saiyan, and he is trash. He got the strongest daddy in the whole universe, and he is garbage.
Hey, no, what you call him? Marcus, Marcus, motherfucking Jeffrey Jordan.
Who?
Where it's like being Michael Jordan daddy, and you can't play basketball.
Marcus and Jeffrey Jordan.
Oh yeah,
and the little brother better than the big brother.
That's what I'm saying.
Michael probably is the worst father.
Because Goten was that dude.
Goten was that guy. Gohan. They said Gohan had the potential to be the strongest person ever. He is garbage.
Gohan was a child star like Macaulay Culkin.
Master Roshi made it farther than Gohan.
Gohan was like Macaulay Culkin. He was great as a child.
Come on now.
Batman probably the worst father. Like I said,
No, sir, bro.
Batman ain't do nothing but grab these kids. He ain't make
Goku was the
lives
definition of a baby
Batman
having a baby.
He had his boy. That motherfucker was only crazy because he was raised by Raja Ghul. His real son was raised by the fucking assassins. Yeah. So when he came
he the
back,
only one with an excuse. And then on top of that,
but that's his real son.
Then on top of that, he was born from rape. Batman got raped. You see, the whole house is crazy.
Batman did get raped. I give you that.
Exactly, which we don't talk about. You know what? You know what I was gonna say too? Did you see that bitch that slipped that drink, that shit up in the Trey Songz drink?
Trey Songz drink?
Now,
yeah. The one you see.
We gonna highlight like this, huh?
Man.
Now look at this shit. This chick gonna so look, Trey Songz sit up here and this chick gonna throw something in Trey Songz drink. Now let that have been Trey Songz throwing something in her drink. Now everybody and their mama would have been.
I was about to say Trey Songz for the past couple years. For the past couple years, Trey been getting some shit from motherfuckers like Keke Palmer or any woman that was at his party.
Cause he like to pee on people or do some old weird freaky sex shit. I mean, gross, but that's his business. Now
they've been saying like he's a womanizer and like he do weird freaky shit to women. I put like this. She was at one of them parties. She was at one of them
when he say
one of them album promotion parties, and she felt like she was sexually harassed by him.
I put it like this: when he used to say "Mr. Steal Your Girl," I thought it was because of the looks. No, that nigga really kidnapping them and peeing on people, but that's his business. But all I know is the nigga kind of weird. All I know is the nigga still don't deserve to get.
I do not subscribe to this.
You don't ever talk about no other celebrities, but you gonna drag Trey Songz.
I do not listen. We do not subscribe to the opinions of James Harrison.
Whoa, brother, why you gonna say my name? Like I said, I'm just saying, Trey. Kendall was out here lying, bro. We support you. I still got every album. You still don't.
No, I said I don't subscribe to the opinions of James Harrison.
You still on two of the throat mixes out here. You still got everything out there. We never said you was out here peeing on people. We said they said you was weird. We don't support that chick out here trying to pour stuff on your drink. I don't know what got in him. Why he was out here throwing my full government name out here like that. It must have been he just got his new cheek implants. He's out here looking very hippie in the cheeks this episode. You know what I'm saying? But my dog Najee with the gold teeth out here, no grill out here. They out here acting real sassy today. So you know what I'm saying? We gonna
only light skinned niggas say shit like sassy.
First off, definitely ain't nobody beige out here. But we gonna.
I ain't say beige. I said light skin.
But you know what you want to say?
There's always them niggas that got titties.
You know what I'm saying?
Niggas with titties always got some kind of
little tender nip ass niggas. Yeah.
Damn. Soft stomach ass boy.
Nigga got sore titties and a receding hairline. God damn, you do it bad right now.